it's Dr. Alex again, and thank you for joining us for this week's workout. This week, we're doing a cardio core workout. The most important thing to remember is to not overexert yourself. And a test you can do throughout this whole workout is, can you carry a conversation while doing the exercises? If the answer is yes, continue to proceed. If the answer is no, kind of relax, slow down to be able to catch your breath, and then proceed with the workout. We're going to start right in with today's workout. It's a little bit different than the workouts from previous weeks. We're going to start with a warm-up, but the warm-up's actually going to go right into the workout. So we're going to start just with overhead arm over. So you're just going to reach and reach, reach and reach. Now this may seem like an outdated move, an exercise move maybe from the 70s or 80s, but it's really just to get your arms moving and the blood starting to move around your body a little bit quicker. If you're starting to feel a little bit warm, that's great. You can hold the stretch to a little bit longer. And it's really to warm up your arms, your shoulders, and the sides of your torso. Now it's important to remember that during today's workout, it's going to get a little bit difficult. We're going to start with a warm-up round of all the exercises, and then the following round will be more intense versions of those same exercises. I'm going to add a step to step, side step. If you could not talk through any of these exercises, you want to kind of slow down, wait, catch your breath. Realistically, pregnant women should not be exercising to the point where they can't catch their breath or carry on some sort of a conversation. So I'll be talking through this workout just to kind of check myself to make sure I'm staying within the correct zone of exercise. I already kind of feel like I'm getting warm just from this exercise though. All right, we'll do a few more of these. All right, the next move is hands over your head. You're gonna bring your knee up to your elbows. We're gonna do one side and then the other. Now this move we wanna do before we get to have too big of a baby bump, okay? If you have diastasis recti, you need to clear with your own physician before doing moves like this that put extra pressure and weight on those abdominal muscles that are starting to separate. Again, you want to breathe through this whole workout, and you want to exhale as you're starting to crunch in. I'm going to switch sides. Make sure that standing leg has a little bit of bend to it, a little bit of fluidity. You don't want to hyperextend because that will stop the blood flow back up into your heart. This is really great for warming up the shoulders. I can already feel mine. It's great for working up the hamstrings, getting those warmed up, and getting that heart beating a little bit faster. All right, the next move looks a little bit funny. You're just gonna have your hands by your head and you're gonna turn to the side and bend to the side. Now it's important during this move that you're not hyperextending your knees and you're not flinging your body one side to the other. Do this with control. The thought isn't to try to pull and get a stretch. You want to make sure you're controlled because you don't want to pull anything. You want to make sure you're getting a stretch, but you're not flinging your body one way or another. Again, this move seems like it's pretty easy, but this will give your heart a little bit of time to slow down from the last exercise. Keep your chest up. Don't let your shoulders start to round and your chest start to cave in. And I can already feel my obliques stretching out, which is great. All right, the next move, we're gonna get down to the ground and we're going to do a plank from our knees. Now I'm gonna have my knees here. My torso is at an angle to the ground. My shoulders are directly over my wrist and my pelvis is kind of curled in and up so that my back is flat. You can keep your feet flat on the floor, you can keep them in the air, you can cross them, whatever feels comfortable for you. Having my toes on the ground like this is most comfortable for me. And so this seems like not that hard, but it will get harder. How we're going to make it harder is we're going to go out to the side with one hand, out to the side with the other hand. This is going to engage the core and work the shoulders. Again, if you have diastasis recti, you need to make sure your physician has cleared you to do any type of abdominal work before doing this video. And you can definitely feel this in the shoulders, and your heart rate will start to come up as well. Now this is just the warm-up round. Like I said, the next round will be a little bit difficult, a little bit different, a little bit more difficult. All right, and then the last exercise is you're going to be on your side like this, arm over your head, foot to the ground, and you're gonna crunch in and crunch in. And this is to get those obliques and work the side of the leg. All right, we're gonna switch sides. Ooh, my hips are cracking and popping. I think they needed some movement. I've been sitting down all day. Make sure you're breathing and make sure, like I said, you're able to talk. You can talk to me. You can tell me if you like this exercise, if you don't. All right. So that was the warm up. Now we're gonna go through, add some increasing difficulty to each one of those moves. If at any time you can't talk through these moves, go back to the same exercises we did in that first round, the warm up round, okay? Otherwise, let's get right into it. So the first one is the arm overs. We started this way and added a step. Now we're gonna increase in intensity. You're going to add a squat and then a reach. Are we ready? Squat, reach, squat, reach. Now, if your legs don't feel like they're warmed up, don't go that deep into your squat. Make sure you still have control. The knees need to stay over the toes and not pushing forward. You want to keep your chest up and push your booty back. Now, if this isn't difficult enough for you, which maybe it isn't, you can add the intensity by adding some weights. I'm just gonna go straight up with the weights, one at a time. We're almost done. Let's do 2 more. Great. All right. The next exercise we did was the elbows to the knees like this. What you're going to do is, to increase the intensity, is bend forward at the hips, bring the foot back, and an angle. Now, if this doesn't feel steady, steady yourself against a wall And you can do opposite knee to opposite elbow. Now, if this does feel steady, you can go here. And if you're feeling so inclined, you can not tap your foot to the ground. If you want to increase the intensity even more, add a weight. This will really also get the heart rate up. All right, let's do the other side. Start like this. We're gonna bend over. Try to keep your back flat, almost at a small angle, so that like a skier could ski off of it. Add the wall if you need to. The most important thing is safety. If you're not feeling safe or balanced, use the wall. We'll do 3 more. Ooh, I almost fell. All right, the next move was this hand over the head. We're just going side to side. Get the heart rate down. It won't stay down for very long. And now to increase the intensity, let's go into a squat. Now you can go into a regular squat or a plie squat with your toes pointing out to the side. I'm gonna do a plie squat and just do it this way. Now increase the intensity, touch your calf. It's important though, if you're in the squat or the plie squat, keep your chest up. Your pelvis should be straight underneath your torso. And you shouldn't be hunched over this way. It should be straight up like you're sliding down a wall. Now if you're thinking, this still isn't tough enough, add a weight. You can tip this way and tip this way. Or if you have a band, put some tension on the band and tip to the side. That way you're working your shoulders, your back, and your core. All right, let's do 6 more. 3 more. Ooh, my leg's on fire. All right, plank. Now, we're gonna go down to the plank, same position. Knees down, hands right underneath your shoulder, back straight, pelvis tilted up and in. And instead of just walking out and out, you're gonna go down to your forearm and back up. These are kind of plank walk. If you want to do it one hand going down first or one arm going down first, fine. But if that's the case, switch now. And make sure you have plenty of water before, during, and after this workout. All right, now to increase the intensity, I want you to try doing that same exercise with your knees up. Now, if you've been doing one side first, Go to the other side. Oh. All right, I'm done with that exercise. That was a doozy. Last one, that side crunch, and then we're gonna do a kick, and then a crunch, and then a kick. This is a quick cardio core workout and I am feeling it. One more on this side. All right, now let's switch. Now, if this isn't difficult enough for you, you can always add some weight. Hold a weight in your hand. I would discourage any ankle weight because that may add some stress onto the joints that, you know, your body, as it starts to get bigger throughout pregnancy, your joints start to become a little bit more lax. So anything that puts any more pressure like that on the joints, I just don't know if it would be exactly the safest thing to do. Two more. You can tell I'm getting tired. I can barely touch my leg. And done. All right, we are done with the workout. So we need a cool down. Let's start the cool down with just easy side to side. Swing the arms. Bring the heart rate down. My heart rate feels like it's going quite quickly. So we want to slowly bring it down, safely bring it down. I'm going to do the same arm overs that I did in the beginning. I'm going to stop, kind of slide my hand down my leg and reach only till I'm comfortable. Make sure that your shoulders are in line, your chest is forward. Really stretch those obliques. Good. And now the other side. Do not lock your knees. Make sure that your knees have some slight bend in them, some fluid in them. We do not want to block any of the blood flow going back to our heart. All right, we're gonna get back down on the ground. Do some cat-cow. Now, if you've never done cat-cow, you wanna tip your tailbone up to the sky, lift your head up to the sky, create a little bit of an arch in your back. And now you're gonna round your back as you're blowing out. Put your head down and create a rounded spine. And this just feels fantastic. Now, if you can't tell, I'm starting to show, but working out during pregnancy is just super important. It's really supposed to have great benefits both for the labor and for the postpartum period. Plus, I'm hoping it will release some endorphins for me. I've still been struggling with morning sickness pretty consistently this morning as well. So we're gonna get up nice and slow. Put your hands in front of you like this. Stretch out your back. So I'm really hoping that this will kind of give me a little bit of elation before I go to sleep tonight. Maybe make me sleep better too. Who knows? Here's hoping. All right, let's stretch out the shoulders. I'm gonna hold it over here. In the cool down, you can do static stretching, which is stretching, holding a specific pose without much movement. In the warm up, you don't want to stretch cold or not warmed up muscles by doing static stretching. You really want to work into those muscles, which is why we did a warm up that was more active, then got into the workout. Today's warm up was actually part of the workout. And then I'm gonna interlace my fingers behind my back and kind of reach down to open up my chest, okay? And kind of stick your chest out. Nice big breaths. All right, and our heart rates should be almost back to normal. So you did a great job today. Make sure you drink lots of water. Cool down any more if you need it. You can go for a small walk or just walk around your house as your heart rate starts to come down. Drink some water, cool yourself off. I hope you enjoyed the workout, and if you did, like and subscribe to our channel and leave a comment. Let me know what you liked and what you didn't like about the workout today. And if you liked everything, say that too. Otherwise, I'd love to hear about your journeys. Let me know how your pregnancy is going. We can go through these journeys together, all right? Have a great day, and thanks again.